What's up all my Dragon Ball Sparking Zero players? I'm David Yohnson, aka Goku. Let me show you the best settings to use if you want to have a higher win rate. Now, I'm going to talk about classic controls. Classic controls are cool because they remind you a lot of the days of Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi. Standard is better. I do have to say that right away. Standard is better. And most of the time, you're probably losing to someone that is either just well practiced and also using standard, or they may just have standard controls. So right away, let me go into the classic controls to show you what I mean and why the classic controls, or why the modern controls, standard controls can be better. So right away, if you go and take a look, there are some things that I should mention. So if you're doing DP battles, then you have the thing where you activate your transformations with the right analog stick and clicking both analog sticks. You go to switch your character out. This can be a problem because sometimes your emotes will open and it won't click for both your players. You don't have a lot of time, and the minute that you click these wrong buttons, you end up getting attacked as you're doing this. This can be so frustrating. So I recommend that if you use classic controls, that you put the emotes on both analog sticks instead. That way it isn't a mistake. It's either the left or right to transform or to switch out. It's either the left analog stick click or R3, the right analog stick click, so that you can switch your characters. That's my quick advice for classic controls when needing to switch characters. The next thing I'm going to mention is, take a look at this. When you're doing the grab for classic controls, you have to double tap A to do the grab. This can be a problem because the game is going to register the dash first. You're going to dash. Your dash will have priority, then you will grab. The problem with this is sometimes if your opponent catches on to, yeah, he might have classic controls, or yeah, I should punch him right now, you will be punched instead of grabbing him out of his perception. This game is heavy in counters, so when someone is spamming the counter, it's not a problem. You'll be able to dash up to them and grab them. But when someone is using the counters more intelligently, then you'll end up missing your chance to grab them and instead receiving a punch in the face. So, now I want you to see the revenge counters. So for classic controls, when you press the revenge counters, if you're on PlayStation, it'll be L1. And if you're on, it'll be L1 twice. And if you're on Xbox, it'll be LB twice. So you're going to have to press these buttons twice to register a revenge counter. The bad thing is, sometimes the game won't register that you press the button twice. And I know there's someone out there that's going to be, oh well, I'm very fast at clicking the buttons. Just know the odds of the game always registering your two presses, the chances that when it doesn't, you're going to be frustrated, and that's why you lost. You could be 2 hits away from being killed and you have 2 gauges. And so instead of your revenge counter activating on the first hit, it activates on the second. Wait, you're dead. You only had 2 hits. You got to get hit to activate the revenge counter. So now you're gone. So instead, I'm going to tell you again, if you switch to standard, we can change that. Standard, you only press the B button, and now you're able to, you only press the right analog stick once. So that goes for PlayStation and Xbox. You click the right analog stick one time and then boom, revenge counter. So the game can register that a lot faster than having to double click a button. So boom, you're activating it immediately. Pow, you're popping it off. Now you're ready to dash in, or you're ready to block, whatever you're ready to do. But you have that in your favor. One button press. Next thing I should get on is classic controls. You have to hold Y and B together. This may not be a problem, but if you're someone that uses guard assist will always prioritize guard over super perception. So you could just take off the setting, but again, why not just get it to a 1 button press? So when you switch your controls to standard, RB becomes your block button, or R1 is your block button instead of circle or B. So that is a lot better there. The main thing I'm going to tell you guys right now, so super perception again, or perception is with the B button. The thing that I noticed that's very impactful is the grab. You no longer are telegraphing your grab by dashing. You hold the block button and you press the X or square, and then you grab them on standard immediately. They don't even see it coming. For people that are using their perception intelligently and not just holding it the whole entire time, you will grab those people. That moment they do that, you will grab them immediately instead of dashing at them and getting met with a punch. So these settings, guys, can change your game. They can increase your win rate. And if you care about winning, this is so important. And I'm a rank match player, so when I got this Dragon Ball and I got the early edition, I went into rank match and I started just winning, and I was on classic controls. Then I started coming across people that were a lot better, and they were constantly using perception. I was dashing up to them, because at first I didn't know what they were doing. They just kept knocking me back, powering up, getting me frustrated. Then I started going up to them, and I started watching them do perception. And I go to grab them, but I have to dash and then grab, and so they end up punching me after grabbing them a few times. So then I'm like, oh my gosh, this is frustrating. I watched a video on what's the best settings to put on, and then I'm like, I'll try it out. I try it out, it's great. If you still want to use recovery assist, use that because it's really good. It'll immediately make you recover as soon as possible, so you don't gotta like tap the button really fast. But I am telling you, switch to standard and at least test it out, because it is a whole difference, especially with the grab. The grab is like the main difference. When you need to grab somebody immediately and you don't want to dash at them, please try this out. And if you found anything helpful in this video, you can leave your feedback in the comment section and maybe help somebody else, because again, with this game, there is like a lot of learning. There's so much defensive tools. I haven't even figured this game out. I'm still playing. I'm still winning / losing and getting frustrated because again, I get countered a lot. And now I at least can grab them and do things. But my goodness, this game is not the same. It's competitive. It's really good. Alright, so that's the end of this video, and I'm glad you guys have watched it. And if you've watched it till the end, you're a super trooper.